Hi, I'm Dr. Milescu. I am an adjunct professor at Daytona State College, Deland campus, teaching anatomy and physiology lab as well as human biology. So I'm here today in a series of lab posts. These videos are going to review all the bony landmarks of the entire skeletal system. So each video I upload will review a particular bone. So the bone I'm doing today in this video is the humerus. So let's go over the parts of the humerus. What I want to show you is first knowing the left from the right humerus. So the first thing you want to look at is the Olecranon Fossa. There it is. Hopefully you can see it in the video right there. So that's the Olecranon Fossa. The Olecranon Fossa is going to articulate, as you can see here with Mr. Stanley, with the ulna. All right, so the proximal head of the ulna right here. That's the Olecranon Fossa. So therefore that's posterior. Now check out the head. The head of the humerus always has to face medially and articulates with the glenoid cavity of the scapula. So without further ado, let's go over the bony landmarks of this humerus. How do I know that this is a right or a left? Basically, I look at the Olecranon Fossa and I look at the head. The head always has to be medial. Okay, so here's the Olecranon Fossa in the posterior aspect, so it has to be like this. And my head is facing medially, so this is a right humerus. It cannot be a left humerus because in this position, you can see that my humerus is facing laterally, so that doesn't make sense, okay? So this humerus, the head has to face medially. It is a right humerus. All right, so let's go over all the bony landmarks. So there's the head, which always faces medially. We're going to turn this anteriorly, and if you look at the two little bumps right here, there's a greater and a lesser tubercle. So the greater is superior and the lesser is inferior. Okay? Now, understanding the medial from the lateral. As you know, the head is always facing medially. So if the head is always facing medially, right here is the medial epicondyle. Do you see that? So right below that, inferiorly and an overhang down like this inferiorly, that is called the trochlea. So Mike and Tom, that's how I remember it. Medial epicondyle and trochlea. All of that is on the medial aspect of the humerus. Now take a look over here laterally. Don't forget the greater and lesser tubercle and the intertubercular groove right there. Okay, so greater and lesser tubercle, intertubercular groove. And there you have the lateral epicondyle, since this was the medial epicondyle. So lateral epicondyle, and then right inferior to it, a very rounded cartilaginous surface right there. That would be the capitulum. So lateral epicondyle and capitulum, the way I remember it is Lucy and Kathy with a C. So Lucy is lateral epicondyle, Kathy with a C, capitulum. Medial epicondyle, because there's the medial head. Okay, medial epicondyle right here. And therefore this is going to be the trochlea. All right, now let's take a look at the posterior aspect of the humerus. There with my little pointer, you can see right there is the Olecranon Fossa. Olecranon Fossa. All right, there's the medial head. You have the surgical neck and the anatomical neck. So what does that mean? Well, it's where we do surgery, it's a little bit more towards the shaft, and then the anatomical neck is kind of like right here, very, very much towards the epiphysis, but not quite. And you can actually see the epiphyseal line right there. All right, it used to be an open epiphyseal plate. And that's pretty much the humerus. All right, so the highlights, don't forget Mike and Tom, medial epicondyle, and then Tom is trochlea, lateral epicondyle and capitulum with a C, so Lucy and Kathy, greater and lesser tubercle, intertubercular groove, medial head, and Olecranon Fossa. All right, that's it. He's not facing me anymore. I think he got upset. So say bye-bye. Bye. We'll see you next time. Ooh, I'm going to twist him too hard. See you next time for the next video.